It's a good day, isn't it? Yes. It's a very good day. It is a very good day. Are we ready?
Yes.
Are we ready? I'm ready. I was born ready, as the old saying goes. I start with a story. Those of you who know me a little bit know that I like good humor. I like dry humor. I just like humor. But I think for me it opens my heart a bit more, and by getting more oxygen, more air through the laughter process. So here we go. One Sunday morning, after the 4th of July service, the minister noticed a 10-year-old boy in the foyer. The boy was staring intently at a plaque on the wall. The minister approached the boy and asked, "How are you doing today, young man?" The boy replied, "I'm fine. But who are all those people listed on this plaque?" "Oh," said the minister, "those are the people of our church who died in the service." The boy's eyes widened and he asked, "The 9:30 or the 11 o'clock service?" Words are important, aren't they? And so United in Love is my title today, and I certainly feel that today. I feel that today. So good morning, beloved community. Good morning. One community. In truth, it always has been. We just needed to take a bit of a journey, didn't we? To clarify for ourselves what is really important. It's often said life is a journey. It is, has been, and it forever shall be quite a journey. Well, ours was an 8-year journey of spiritually evolving souls, I believe. And then 9 months ago, this community conceived an idea and began preparing for the next revelation of Spirit. Here it is. Here we are. Here we all are, revealed in this divine moment and this loving space. Whew. United in love. United in love. And you know what I agree with? I kind of live by one of these mantras. Something Jackie Gleason often said. You know what it is? How sweet it is. How sweet this is to be here with you. This is, for me, divine. This is heaven. This is the love of Spirit made manifest as this community. It's a good day, isn't it? It is a good day. Are you feeling it? Yeah. Are you feeling it? Yeah, I am too. It's a sweet feeling. It's an open feeling. It's a feeling, I believe, which arises out of a deep sensing of unity, of oneness. It's an allowing of the deep love of Spirit to rise, to show up, to be what it is all the time, because it doesn't change. We either allow it or disallow it. We either box it in, diminish it, deny it, or define it differently. What is love? What is love? In the pure Spirit, love is God. God is love. God is all there is. So love is all there is. Now our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, in The Science of Mind says, and I quote, "All life is bound together by one common law of love. And love is the self-givingness of this Spirit." It was the realization of this one presence which illuminated the saints and the sages of the past. End quote. Today is a mighty manifestation of our community believing and supporting similar ideas and beliefs. It's the law of attraction. Today we move forward in community as a unified body of individuals, a unified body of individual souls. We are the fabric of the next garment that shows up in Chico. And we move forward in full participation and ownership. Ownership. What is ownership? What is ownership? Any ideas? What's ownership?
Participation.
Okay.
Responsibility.
Okay.
Commitment.
Participation, responsibility, commitment. Good. Anything else?
Hopefully pride.
Pride. Okay.
And joy.
Worth. Yeah. Enjoy. Joy and love.
Input.
Input. There you go. For me, ownership includes all of that and also belonging to one's self. One's spiritual high self, the true self of who we are. To claim something as your very own. As your very own. Not to box it in, not to restrict it, but to say, yeah, that's me. I love that piece. Are you ready to take greater ownership? Yes? No? Kind of scary, huh? What's he going to ask me to do now? Okay, pass the forms out. Sign them up, sign them up. Ownership of your life. You ready for that? Take ownership of your life. Your life. A life filled with great ideas. I circled around this morning. Those of us who were here, circling. I'm circling. Like a bird. I almost said buzzard. Like a bird. Like a bird. Or like a four-legged furry critter. Checking out the territory. Getting a feeling. Feeling the connection here before a lot of people came in. And it's here. It's here. It's here. Great ideas. Great family. I believe that we, this community, this collective we, chose a greater vision 9 months ago. And I called it the Holy Union of Spiritual Souls. The Holy Union. Today, in the spirit of the Holy Union idea, let's tie the knot, shall we? Ready to tie the knot? Al's suspicious of it. Well, what do you say when you're getting married, tying the knot? Do you? I do. Okay. So that's your response if you agree with what I'm going to ask you. All right? Do you affirm that all the knowing and believing and trusting is here right now?
I do.
This is it. Do you affirm that the culmination of all you and I said yes, maybe, or no to is here now?
I do.
This is it. Do you believe that this is just the beginning?
I do.
Oh, that was a good one. Love that. That's ownership. And do you realize that Spirit is never done?
I do.
Congratulations. We're married. We've tied the knot. United in love and the Spirit of God.
Do we kiss now?
I do. Oh, boy. So, one of my favorite people that I've never met yet. I have to put that in there. The creator of Prosperity Plus. It's a 10-week workshop. How many have taken that course? It's a wonderful, wonderful course, and it really gets you inside your ownership of who you are. But she tells us each day is a brand new baby day. How will you live into it? Each day is a brand new baby day. How will we as a community live into what is next? We are a brand new baby idea now. We've just been birthed officially, if you will. And we are going to evolve from this point. What will that look like? How will we believe into it? What will we contribute to it in our intentions and love and words and actions? Don't know. Can't know yet. Hasn't happened yet. But I believe in living the evolution of my own spiritual magnificence. Did you know you're magnificent beings? I do. We all are. And just because you had one magnificent occurrence in your life doesn't mean it's over. It's the beginning. If you've ever had one, you know it can be done through you, by means of you, through the believing that you are a gift. So each day is a brand new baby day of opportunity. Now, in the evolution of my magnificence, as I'm sure with yours, it's more than a bunch of words. We can say, blah, blah, I am, it is, okay. But if you don't believe it, there's no emotion with it. We sometimes believe that someone wronged us more powerfully than someone was kind to us. We sometimes give it more emotion and more drama and more story and more history throughout our lives than that one beautiful nugget of love that someone showed us. What did you feel when you walked in the front doors this morning?
Love.
Did you feel love? Did you feel welcomed?
Yes.
Do you feel included? We all have name tags. That's for me. I say it's for all of us to be one family. When we allow the inner greatness to show itself, because it's there, we are living from a conscious state of being, creating from the higher perspective of God is my source. God is my source. Not God up here, not God out there, not God at the bank, although I love the bank most of the time. But the God within, the God within. So say with me, God is my source.
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 Whew. I think you believe it. You believe it? Yeah. It is. God, it is my source. I kept affirming that during all this gestation period. That's what I call it now, because it's a formation that was yet unknown. When human goes through gestation, we're not sure if, a male or female. In this case, we have both, twins. But twins are rare. I don't know what the statistics are, but they are rare. They are rare. And so are we. We're all rare. We're all rare. Ernest Holmes tells us, spirit is self-propelling. It is absolute. It is all. It is self-existent and has all life within itself. That's what we are. We are filled with potential. We are filled with His love and potential, and yet we say, oh no, not me, not today, not me, not today. Spirit is the word, and the word is volition. I love that word, volition, because it has choice, because it has volition. We have choice because we have volition. It is the will because it chooses. We get to choose. It is free spirit. Why? Because it knows nothing outside of itself. If we knew nothing outside of ourselves as who we truly are, there'd be no conflict. There'd be no war. Be no 4th of July, maybe. It's possible that it never would have happened. However, we don't believe. All of us. Beloveds, when we are united in love, we are potential. We are filled with possibility. We are positioned and poised and afforded a tremendous opportunity as a spiritual community. We are right now at the greatest point of power for our potential than ever before. But that's not all of it. Because over here in the next second, we have the same amount. Same amount, same amount. We can't use it up. We are potential as a community, and one that offers limitless freedom for all others too. To validate, to magnify. How shall we proceed? How shall we as a community proceed? Where will we move into the world in our ideas? Why do we gather as a spiritual community here? Why do we do this? Why do you come?
Get my hugs.
Connection? Community? Community?
Support.
Support? Inspiration? Yeah, like-minded? Yeah.
Affirmation. Reminders.
Well, here's a couple of mine. To increase our understanding of spiritual law is one. A lot of folks don't like that word law unless it's on your side. And this is always on your side. So don't confuse it with, nothing with a legal law. This is spiritual law. Spiritual law. Another, why we gather, is to clarify, deepen, and expand the meanings of our inner nature. To understand them, to be able to recognize them more of the time. In my office, I have a large frame statement sitting like this, ready to be hung right now, but it will go up. It's a reminder for me, and I'll share it with you. And you're invited to come look at it either today or when it's hung. Doesn't matter. But it says this: let us be silent that we might hear the whisper of God. Let us be silent that we might hear the whisper of God. What's meditation? What's science of mind treatment? I loved coming in this morning and, with all of the quiet time at 9:30, contemplations, lovely. So let us be silent whenever we are not standing in our principle. When we're affected by the world, when we look out and all we can see is gloom and doom and fighting and death and all of that trauma and drama. It's going on in the world. It doesn't have to go on in yours unless you let it, because we have volition. We have choice. For me, I have said before, not from this place, but I'll have the news on and I'll get mad at it because I don't want to hear it. So guess what? There's a mute button. There's a mute button. Don't you wish it were that easy for up here when all that self-talk's going on? We're not free when that's going on. We are prisoners of a false belief. So today is about freedom and uniting in love. And so when we're in love with who we truly are, we don't have that going on in our minds. Hope you like Ernest Holmes, because I have one more for you. It's a quote. We shall see that there is an infinite spirit operating through an infinite and immutable law. In this cosmos, not chaos, finds an eternal existence in reality. The reality is the larger view, the pure view. Love points the way, and the law makes the way possible. End quote. So here we are. Love did point the way, and here we are. Who knew the law would do what it did? No way to know, no way to outline, nor should we box it in. Intentions help the direction. But the law of Spirit, the law of Spirit allows it to unfold as it should. What fuel are we adding to the law? Are we adding love? Are we adding confusion? Are we adding joy? Anger? Resentment? Possibility? We have choice. We have choice. We're always at choice. But what I know is when we allow love into our lives, we are on our way through any chaos into a life of greater love and greater clarity. So as I near the end of my lesson, I'm about 45 minutes away. Are those forms ready yet? Excuse me. I found this very powerful reading, and it's about those who have served and given in our country, in our history. And it's also some of the feelings of people that were affected. It's entitled One, O-N-E. As the soot and dirt and ash rained down, we became one color. As we carried each other down the stairs of the burning building, we became one class. As we lit candles of waiting and hope, we became one generation. As the firefighters and police officers fought their way into the inferno, we became one gender. As we fell to our knees in prayer for strength, we became one faith. As we whispered or shouted words of encouragement, we spoke one language. As we gave our blood in lines a mile long, we became one body. As we mourned together the great loss, we became one family. As we cried tears of grief and loss, we became one soul. As we retell with pride of the sacrifice of heroes, we became one people. We are one color, one class, one generation, one faith, one language, one body, one family, one soul, one people. We are the power of one. We are united. We are America. So, beloveds, remember, we are in this together. One God, one perfect idea, one community. There you are. And here I am. One. One. Only one. United in love. Namaste. So it is.